How are you, everybody? It's so good to be back. I've been gone for a little while. I'm here in Oklahoma visiting with family, and I just want to share with you another one of my dreams that I had that will help encourage you to stay focused on sharing Jesus at every opportunity you get. In this dream, what he was doing was letting me know that there's a whole generation, actually 2 to 3 generations, behind those of us that are of my age and younger that have not been groomed in the depths of spiritual knowledge and wisdom and encouragement and love and all the things that are taking place in the world today. And there's been like a lost generation. We all know, we talk about it all the time, but I'm just being real with you all. Every opportunity you get, you need to be realizing that there are people all around us that look like they know things, they act like they know things, but in reality they don't. They're just, they don't know what's happening around us, and they're walking in darkness. In this particular dream that I had, excuse me, all of a sudden there I was, and a person walked up to me and said, "I found this on the ground." And he picked up what looked like a track. He picked it up. This is my Bible, but it was a track. And he said, "I don't get this. What does this mean?" Again, that was the Lord saying, people right now, there's so many out there in your arena of life. God is going to place people that you can minister in your arena. Wherever you are, they're going to be there because God has placed us where we are for a purpose and a reason. It's all good. So as he passed me this track, a track, in case some of you don't know what it is a informational piece of paper that's usually folded in half or in threes, real simple. You might see them in bathrooms, where you get gas, in grocery stores, wherever. You never know where you're going to see one of those. And when I was a brand new Christian and all the years that I've been walking with the Lord, I used to always carry tracts with me. And I still carry some in my pocketbook. I just set them here and set them there because you never know where God is going to use you or where God might need for someone to just take 2 feet steps over, and the angel would push them over in that direction. They'll pick it up and they'll take it home. As simple as that. God will work it out where those tracks will get into the right people at the right time. Anyway, he said, "I don't understand what it means." Well, I picked it up, and on the track it had a clock. And then on the clock it said, just a minute before 12. It could have been seconds before 12. It wasn't specific, but it was right a hair before 12 o'clock, meaning 12 midnight. In other words, the midnight hour is almost here. That's the hour of God's return. That's a scriptural wording for the Lord's return at the midnight hour, when we won't be prepared and ready, like a thief in the night. It's just gonna happen, boom, just like that. We'll not be aware of it. We'll not know when it is. It could happen at any time. So as I picked up that track and I looked at this young man and I shared with him what it meant, as I spoke it, the anointing of God just came on me so strong, and I fell to my knees. I couldn't stand. And tears just came and flooded my eyes, and I just started weeping and crying and calling out to him and saying, "There's not much time left. There's not much time left. Give your life to Christ. There's no more time left. It's just seconds before midnight. The time is short. We don't know when, but we're right there." And as I was speaking those words, tears were just flooding my eyes, and the anointing of God, the glory of God, just came on me. And it was over. But in that short amount of my dream, it said multitudes of things. What it's saying is that the time is short, as I just said. And the other thing is that there's so many that are just not where they should be, and they don't get it. They don't understand what's going on. They might still be caught up with drugs. They might be caught up in depression. They might be caught up with alcoholic problems where they can't stop drinking because this world has become so dark. And the habits that people have picked up from the world are very dark and very evil. And most of them, they're not able to release and let go of. They're addicted. And they've been taken in by the devil's noose, if you want to call it that. Everything the devil has to do with anything that is not of God leads to destruction and death. The devil comes to rob, kill, and destroy. God comes to bring life and life abundantly. So that was, the fact is this, is that there's many out there. And he just was in my life. He was all of a sudden just right in front of me. They're going to be right in your path. They're going to be in the grocery stores. They're going to be in the places where you shop, the places where you do business. They're going to be in places where maybe babysitters, maybe your neighbors, maybe your mailman, maybe the person who comes and fixes your refrigerator or your stove. I just recently had somebody come and do my carpets. And as he was cleaning my carpets, he did a really, really beautiful job. And I complimented him and I told him, thank you so much, you've really worked hard. And we got into conversation and talking. And one thing led to another. We were talking about our pets and dogs and kittens and whatever. And I try to make that time available so I can get to know that person. So it's not awkward to be able to share and talk with them and bring up the subject of the Lord in their life. And I told him right before he left, he said, you know, I'm a minister. I'm a licensed pastor. I've been ministering for many years. I told him I've been to Mexico, I've been to Africa, I've been on the streets, I've gone into soup kitchens, I've done everything I know to do. I've even marched on the streets for different things that I believe in that are strongly my belief. And done things on my own without people telling me to do it, but by the unction of God. I've knocked on doors. I've shared the love of Christ wherever I go, as God has led me. And so I was sharing this with him, and he was just looking, and he was listening, and he was taking it all in. You'll be surprised. People are not like you think they are. They are really open. They really, if you've made an acquaintance or a friend, even with the people that come to work in your home to do whatever they're doing, they can sense the Lord in your home, in your dwelling place. They can sense that, and they can feel his presence. God will make the way. And I said to him, I'd like to pray for you before you leave. I don't know if you are a believer. I don't know where you're coming from. And then he started just opening up to me, and he started sharing. And as he did that, I said, let me pray for you. Because I mentioned to him, I said, is there anything that I can do, any way I can pray for you before you leave? Because I'm just thankful that you've done such a beautiful job. And I just want to do what I do. I just said it like that, just do what I do. So for some of you who don't know how to just step into that, this is how you do it. God will lead you. You'll have your own way. The more you do it, the better you'll get. But you've got to learn to release the things of God from your heart to others so that you can be used of God as a vessel of honor. And there are people that are waiting for you to share the good news with them. We are living in that day, in that hour. It's your turn now. God is waiting to just pour into you at that moment. He'll give you the right words to speak, and you don't have to worry about it. And that person thanked me, and I blessed him, and I was very thankful that I did. He was very receiving, and I believe very strongly he was touched in a very special way. His eyes were filling up with tears when he left. So I just wanted to share that with you. That was a dream I had, encouraging me, and whenever I do anything, or the Lord gives me anything, he knows that I am ministering continually. I have been almost ever since I've been born again. And he knows that whatever he gives me, I will share with others. That's the way it works with me. And it should work that way with you as well. He doesn't give us these things to keep to ourselves. It's not a secret. It's to be shared with the world. God is a good God, and He wants to pour into these vessels. We're the lights of this world. And while He's still here, we need to do all the things that we're supposed to be doing and do a good work at it. Do a good job. Be diligent. And He's so much a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him and diligently do the work that He's called us to do. The reward is so beautiful. But that was that dream that I had. I hope it encourages you today and fills you with encouragement, love, and to realize that there are so many empty souls that God is waiting for us to minister to. I've got another dream I want to share the next time I come on. It's going to be about the things that are happening in the galaxy today and the meteorites that are just missing us by a hair and how close they're coming. And there'll be a day when we won't be here then, because the Lord has promised us we'll be out, we'll be gone, because we are His, and He protects those that are His own. But that'll be my next dream. But I just want you to focus on what I shared today, and I hope it blessed you and touched your life. It's a beautiful day. It's real warm today, but it's beautiful and cool. I can feel the Lord just in the breeze, in the trees. When I look in the leaves, the grass, the sky, the clouds, I see His glory everywhere. It's so wonderful to have friends and family and places where you can spread and plant seeds of the good news of Jesus Christ wherever you go. I love you all. See you next time.